चलो अपनी स्टोरी आगे कंटिन्यू करो.
Revelio. What do we?
थोड़ा सा मर्लिन ट्रायल्स कर लेते हैं. मेरी कैपेसिटी बढ़ जाएगी तो थोड़ा कम विजिट करना पड़ेगा.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
The war is over. Goblins will rule over wizards and...
Revelio.
It won't be long now before we find another repository.
ये वाला तो नहीं सुनने आ रहा. मैं कहाँ पर हूँ?
Enjoy suffering, do you?
वो क्या आया था वहाँ से कुछ स्पेल टाइप का हुआ.
Revelio. Revelio. He's mine.
One less shoe.
Stupid one. Defender. Contender.
Was that your best?
Bombarder.
Right.
Stupid one. Bombarder.
Easily diverted.
Gringo. Bombarder.
Old defense.
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. This looks intriguing. I know a Merlin trial when I see one. Bombarder. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio. Confringo. That's that. Settled.
Fight about as well as a pumpkin. You look tired.
Bombarder. Stupid one. Defender.
इसकी ये अच्छे तो कर लिया है। और क्या आसपास एक्सप्लोर करने का है? ये परमानेंट है।
Revelio.
You will suffer.
Confringo. Defender. Potato. Stupid one. Bombarda. Confringo.
के बगल में वो भी है।
Such arrogance.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit.
Could it be a Merlin trial? Revelio.
तीन से इनके पैर में होते हैं। तीन का पैर होना पड़ेगा। Just to be exact.
Revelio.
एक पैर तो यहाँ पर है।
Not so tricky after all, Merlin. I should investigate.
क्या है?
Imperial. Confringo. Bombarda. Confringo. Bombarda. Imperial. Potato. Stupid one. Bombarder. Confringo. Potato. Imperial. Confringo. Stupid. Bombarder. Confringo. Bombarder. That was a close one. Revelio. Bombarder. Revelio.
यहाँ पे शायद आगे जो ये चीज़ करनी थी
That wasn't so difficult. Revelio. Oh. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Confringo. Revelio.
इसी का पाथ पे उठा चल रहा
Before I invented flu powder.
रास्ते में और भी जगह है, एक तो यहीं पर मलिन रहा है।
This could prove dangerous if I'm not careful. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. Revelio.
Oh, how I love a good cat.
Easy.
What are you up to now?
Mine now, Demi guys.
It must lead to something grand.
Revelio. Excuse me, madam. I thought I heard you say something.
Yes, indeed. Talking to myself again. I find myself to be quite the engaging conversationalist since my husband passed. Madam Althea Twiddle, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Madam Twiddle.
You know, you might be interested in this. You young people love this sort of thing. My husband often ruminated on the mysterious statue just outside our hamlet. Some sort of archaic puzzle involving vases, he would insist. I stumbled upon it today when I had a burst of energy and extended my morning constitutional a bit longer than usual.
An archaic puzzle. Sounds fascinating.
You see, I suspected you'd be interested, and wait till I tell you about the rumours surrounding this particular puzzle. My husband Greville insisted that solving the puzzle would reveal a magical challenge of sorts. The man was intrigued by everything. He was about to try and solve it himself when... Perhaps you could take a look. I'd be rather interested to hear what, if anything, you find.
If I happen to see it, I'll have a look.
Ah, the spirit of youth. I do hope you'll be able to solve the puzzle. If not for me, then in Greville's memory.
I should look into the statue Madam Twiddle mentioned.
Absolutely shameless.
Pardon me, sir.
Come to stare at the fool, have you? There's poor Ig Haggerty, robbed by his own sister. She's robbed almost everyone now. So, who's the fool?
I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Then you're the only one who doesn't know about Catherine running off with that thief, Victor Rookwood and his lot. Good riddance, I said. Never thought she'd return to steal from me. Us. But I just know it was her. I want her caught and sent to Azkaban for stealing a prize family heirloom. Sister or no.
What exactly was the family heirloom that the thief stole?
A necklace. Belonged to the first of the Haggerty women. Hundreds of years old. So much history. She'll likely pawn it.
Why would Katrin come back to rob the hamlet if she'd already left?
Do I look like a criminal to you? How should I know? She always despised this place, resented having to grow up here. Perhaps she did it to spite us.
Are you sure Katrin is the culprit? It could be anyone.
Thanks to that Rookwood louse, we're inundated with all manner of criminal. I wanted to believe it was any one of them, except Katrin. But she was the only one who knew where the heirloom was hidden, and she knew precisely which homes to rob.
I could keep an eye out for the thief, sir.
You? Ugh. Nothing to be done by the likes of us. This is a job for the fine officer Singer, or some such authority. Besides, the thief, my sister, only strikes at night. Coward. Long past your bedtime.
What do you have for sale?
Okay.
Now that it's night, I ought to look into this thievery business for Mr. Haggerty.
यूनिकॉर्न ये तो है तो ऐसे तो ये सब बेचते हैं.
It's good luck for me you stopped by today. Glad you were able to stop by.
A pile of gold. I must be on the right track. It looks as if the thief took more than they could carry. Revelio! Revelio.
इतना सामान लूट दिया ना.
More gold. I must be getting closer.
But if you don't fill up so much, you can actually go further. It's true. Eat a big meal, you'll be slowed down, but
Revelio.
and you'll be swift. But who wants to be swift?
Petrifcus totalis.
No one does something better.
You only have Ranrock to blame. Revelio.
तो इसी इलाके से गई भी आएगी.
What do you have in store for me this time? Bombarder! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! What's that? Revelio. Revelio. This looks intriguing.
जानबूझ गिराए हैं।
Revelio.
An intruder!
A niffler. It wasn't Catherine Haggerty after all. Revelio.
Up for a bit of dying, are we?
हेलो गया कहाँ? अभी तक तो दिख रहा था मुझे।
That must be the Haggerty family heirloom. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. I wonder how Mr. Haggerty will take this news. His sister wasn't the thief, and his heirloom's coming home.
That's not your best moment. That student defeated our encampment in the tower. I won't let
Stop it! Bombarda!
you won't get away. We'll reclaim what is rightfully ours.
Confringo!
You won't be able to stop us. This will not be another setback like Belcroft. Oh,
Confringo! Bombarda!
What is new? Is it
Confringo! Revelio!
यहाँ पे तो और बंदे दिखा रहा है क्या वैसे?
Revelio! A castle. Must have been quite stately in its time. There's no telling what lies in wait for me in there. I have some good news, Mr. Haggerty. I unmasked your thief.
Nothing to unmask, was there? We all know that the thief was my sister, Catherine.
Actually, sir, the thief was a niffler.
What?
You know, small, furry, pilfering. I followed it to its
इसको नहीं
lair.
पता है उसी का
Catelyn was
फॉर
the only one who knew how to get into our homes, where to find our treasures. But I suppose, mangy little blighter. Well, if you found the Niffler's lair, as you say, you must have found my heirloom.
As a matter of fact, I did.
Thank you. You don't know how much this means to me. Catherine's a disappointment for certain, but I never wanted to believe she was behind this. Now, thanks to you, I won't have to. What a strange world we live in. Suppose they can't send a Niffler to Azkaban. Got my head.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organising her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewellery, cards, old photographs. She got to her favourite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an hour when I have news.
ठीक है. 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 ठीक
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best for you to stay away from Hogsmeade for now.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it would be best. Do you? You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
ये तब से चाय पी रही है, मैं कह रहा हूँ कौन चाय पी रहा है, किसकी सुर आवाज आ रही है, तब से पूरी कन्वर्सेशन में चाय पी है.
Off on another adventure.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Over here.
I'll fix him, that charm grinder.
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes, and no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
I can see why he said that. You do seem angry.
Of course I'm angry now, in large part due to his absurd overreaction to what is simply passion for my work. Supercilious fool, he's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
What else is in Mr. Lawley's cellar?
All of Lawley's herbology supplies. He has quite the collection. Fill your pockets while you're there. Or to slow him down for a bit. And I can get my business going minus any competition.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing 2 snidgets with 1 stone.
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Seems I need to... This must be it.
Full chori mode on.
This must be the cellar. Now to find that venomous tentacula. Revelio. Better not let Mr. Lawley see me.
What could be stirring in the cellar?
कुछ नहीं है.
Must have been the spiders.
अरे बाहर नहीं जाएगा क्या? यहीं घूमता रहेगा ये. दरवाजे के पीछे कुछ है यार. लोग ऐसे दरवाजा यहीं पे आता है.
Where is that venomous tentacula?
अगर मैं इसके मुंह पे दरवाजा खोल दूंगा तो पता लग जाएगा.
Revelio.
भाई ये यहाँ कैसे मकड़ियाँ?
So many spiders. It's a wonder they haven't taken over the whole house.
Bombarda! Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Defender! Confringo!
रूट के बीच में क्यों आ रहा है?
Revelio.
सारे रिसोर्सेज गायब कर लिए। वैसे इतनी मकड़ियाँ डिफेंड तो नहीं कर रही होंगी, पर वहाँ पे थी।
Now that I have the venomous tentacula, I should return to Mr. Barnes. Aloha Mora.
Any luck retrieving a certain friend of mine from a...
Hello, Mr. Barnes. I have that venomous tentacula.
Wish I could see Lawley's face when he realizes his prized possession is gone. We'll see who's volatile now. Well done. I'll take it off your hands now.
It wasn't as easy to come by as I had expected. I'd like to be paid for my troubles.
Only fair, I suppose. I can respect your business acumen. Here's a little something for your next trip to Zonko's. Thank you again for your help. I suspect you have a bright future.
Ah, glad you came.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
Hello, Serona. I received your owl. How are you?
Hello, my friend. Did you ever find Lodgok?
I did, thank you. We had a good conversation. He sends you his best.
Glad to hear it. I shan't ask for details of your little chat, and I'll refrain from telling you to be careful yet again. But I hope you will be, whatever your plans.
Of course. Your owl mentioned you're needing my help with something?
I do. I thought you might be just the person to do a favour for my friend Dorothy Sprottle in Upper Hogsfield.
I don't believe I've met Mrs. Sprottle.
She's lovely. Her late husband Aidan was a friend of my father's. In fact, I'd stay with Dot and Aidan the summers I waited tables here as a student. I've seen her a few times since Aidan passed, but the pub's been so busy lately, I've not been as attentive as I'd have liked. I wonder if you might pop in and see her. She may need some help collecting ingredients for her supply of Wiggenweld potion. And you could retrieve something of mine in the process. A box, full of old letters and such.
I'll try to go and see her when I can.
It would mean the world to me, and to Dorothy. Aidan was bringing the box of letters to me when he was taken ill. Dot can tell you where he might have dropped it. You'll find the hamlet just north of Hogsmeade. Please do give Dot my love.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Revelio. Let's see what's up your sleeve this time, Merlin.
एक तो ये दो ये हो गए तीसरा कहाँ है
Reminds me of the time I nearly fell out of a cart at 3. I was only young. Well, not like I fall out now.
तीसरा ये है
Confringo.
Revelio.
Confringo!
Malin himself would be proud.
Feels like I've been at this for hours.
Upper Hogsfield. Now where to find Mrs. Sprottle?
Revelio.
Not sure how I'd fare in a little...
Bardo Beaumont should have returned by now. Had by dark wizards. Only a hairy-hearted sod would cast Flipendo on us.
Hello, Mrs. Sprottle. Actually, Sirona Ryan asked if I'd come and see you.
Oh, dear Sirona, a gem. Has been for as long as I've known her.
She thought you might need help collecting ingredients for your Wiggenweld potion.
And she's correct. My darling Aidan used to collect hawk lumps for me. Since he died, my supply has dwindled.
I'm sorry for your loss, Mrs. Sprottle.
Oh, thank you. Love of my life. A bit lost without him. If you wouldn't mind gathering some hawk lumps for me, I'd be happy to compensate you for your time.
ठीक है.
Believe it or not, I have some with me.
Oh, thank you. How wonderful. The travelling vendors will be thrilled to replenish their stock of Wiggenweld potion.
Sirona also mentioned that Mr. Sprottle was bringing her a box of letters when he fell ill.
Indeed he was. I'd almost forgotten. I stumbled upon it just before Aidan died. He was hoping to go through it with Sirona over a butterbeer or two. Those two were always like two bowtruckles in a branch. Aidan took ill when he was collecting hawk clumps on his way to see her. He made it home, but I fear he dropped the box in the cavern. The cavern is in the hills just southwest of our hamlet. You can gather hawk clumps and collect the box of letters there.
Sirona said she lived with you during the summers when she was at Hogwarts. What was she like?
Goodness. Well, she was almost exactly like she is now. Charming, good head on her shoulders, taking care of everyone. I can't tell you the fun we had when she and her friends would visit us during the year, all buzzing about, practicing charms. Talented group. Her friend Mirabelle was a genius in the garden. Learned it all from her muggle parents, if you can believe it.
Do you remember anything about the letters you put in the box?
Oh, of course. A few letters from some of her school friends. Some nice memories. I even included a letter Sirona had written to me when she was staying with us. Thought she might enjoy reading it. I know when I read writing from my youth, I'm always astonished at how much I've changed, and yet remain the same.
Thank you, Mrs. Sprottle.
Thank you. I'll be here if you are able to collect those hawk lumps. I, and the vendors I help, would greatly appreciate it.
Thought we'd forget about that.
This must be the cavern Mrs. Sprottle mentioned.
Revelio.
रिसोर्सेज सारी कलेक्ट कर ले रहा हूँ, बनाता कुछ नहीं हूँ रिसोर्सेज से इसमें.
Need to visit the cave to find Sirona's box of letters. Perhaps I'll find more. Better have a look around, see if I can find that box of letters.
Confringo! Bombarda! Revelio! Lumos! Confringo! Revelio!
That's all the Hawk lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Confringo! Revelio!
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid him together.
Confringo! Bombarda! Confringo! Defender! Bombarda! Protego!
अपने ही डंडे से मार दिया।
Defender!
वो से बाहर तो मैं सोल लेकिन स्लो गेम को
Confringo! Protego! Stupefy! Bombarda! Confringo! Defender! Confringo! Bombarda! Defender! Confringo! Confringo! Bombarda! Defender!
हाँ भाई टेलीपोर्ट कर दे रहा ठीक है। ये क्या है भयंकर दूर से दूर कैसे मार रहा है कुछ भी मतलब भाई बग हो रहा गेम भाई कैसे पॉसिबल हो शायद टेलीपोर्ट करके मार रहा है
Bombarda! Defender!
Rest easy, my large friend.
Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Revelio! Revelio!
I think that's everything.
I found it.
अरे यार वो तो मेरा ही नहीं जो चाहिए था.
Better have a look around. See about the Hawk Lump and the box of letters. That's all the Hawk Lumps for now. Mrs. Sprottle should be pleased.
Confringo!
Either I'll have to fight that troll, or avoid it altogether. I should take this box of letters to Sirona. She'll be glad to have. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I'm sure you have your reasons, but breaking into Alfred Lawley's house...
Hello, Sirona. I have good news. I was able to provide your friend Mrs. Sprottle with some Hawk Lumps for her Wiggenweld potion, and I found your box of letters.
Oh, thank you. I knew you were the one to ask.
I wondered about some of the letters in the box.
Of course. It appears most of the letters were from fellow students.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard, I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I saw a letter from someone named Mirabelle. Is that Professor Garlick?
It is. Still one of my dearest friends. I know she wouldn't mind you having seen that letter. She and I are of a similar mind, especially when it comes to young people. We believe experience to be an invaluable teacher. To borrow a phrase from Mirabelle, it's a joy to see anyone blossom, but particularly one who doubted they ever would.
One of the letters mentions Quidditch practice. Did you play?
I did. Was the Ravenclaw Seeker for 3 years. Oh, Merlin's beard, I adore Quidditch. Nothing like the feeling of catching the golden snitch when your team's down by 140 points. I'll never forgive Professor Black for cancelling it this year. I missed cheering for Ravenclaw.
I'm glad I could be of help. Mrs. Sprottle sends her best.
Don't know what I'd have done without her and Aidan. Thank you, again, for helping her. And for returning this box of letters. It's nice to reflect on good memories.
When you find a good opportunity... seize it with both hands.
You're back! Nice to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
Revelio.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Ironically, I didn't see ahead of time how bored I'd be in divination class.
इसकी मम्मी है डिविनेशन क्लास प्रोफेसर नेटिया की
So knowledgeable.
What do we have here?
I hope those assignments were challenging.
I've completed all of my tasks, Professor Onai.
Very well done. Although I must admit, I did have something of a premonition that you would follow through. Now, as you have no doubt sharpened your perception by completing my assignment, I am curious, based upon the knowledge that one's present and even one's past may reveal traces of what is to come. What do you see in your own future?
There will be hardship, I'm sure of it. But I see triumph in the end.
A measured perception. I have found that we triumph most often when we weather hardship together. Rain does not fall on one roof alone, as my husband was fond of saying. But this talk of tomorrow should not divert us from your present success. I shall inform our good deputy headmistress of your exemplary performance. And if that performance is any omen of what your future may hold, then I, for one, see great things. Channel your magic towards your targets. You have it! Now, why not practice the new spell on the training dummy?
करता क्या है?
Descender! Excellent! I think you have it.
कर सकते हैं ऐसा.
At some point, you must stop preparing and put your newly honed skills to the test outside of the classroom.
बिल्कुल. सारे करने पड़ेंगे. फास्ट नहीं रहे यार, यहाँ पे एक्सप्लोर ही नहीं करा है मैंने इस एरिया को. कोई नहीं.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
These rocks have seen better days.
दोनों जगह करना है, पहले वाले को ऑफ कराते हैं फिर उस साइड के भी ऑफ करते हैं. ये कैसे बलून कैसे पॉप होंगे?
Bombarda! Revelio!
ये कैसे पॉप होंगे?
Confringo! Bombarda! Descendo! Revelio!
No, I swear I won't.
Descendo!
And I'm grateful for the opportunity, ever so.
Come on then, what you got?
It's
Why is it moving?
ऐसे तो नहीं होंगे इसके टिप्स से. ठीक है भाई, इसके टिप्स से हो रहा है.
Revelio!
एक होना चाहिए ना.
Revelio!
एक तो तीसरा कहाँ है? तीसरा नहीं दिख रहा.
I know what that means. Merlin trial. Revelio!
तीसरा पहले से नहीं चाहिए.
Confringo! Revelio! Confringo! Not so tricky after all, Merlin. Revelio!
Pleased to see Aaron has his belongings back. See if there's something you need. Thank you for your patronage. It's been a pleasure.
Revelio.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
क्विडिच कराए तो मजा आया था इसमें। उसका भी एक टास्क रखते थे।
Brilliant.
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kagawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful.
ये हमारे
I
क्विडिच
trust you became more
flying
familiar
broom
with your
teacher.
broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice. There you go. Catching them quickly.
जमाने के यार मेरा इसमें कोई ना कोई मिशन फंस रहा है यार।
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
From childhood. Well, one day I hope to own a pencil, so that I might.
It's not like her to forget.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all.
वेट तो
I
मैं
was
कर
just
रहा
at the
था।
post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howen for the measles.
मैजिक पीस के लिए।
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg. Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
You're making this sound simple, but this is a dragon after all.
Hebrideans can be aggressive, but they're also clever. She caught on quickly enough when you showed her how to escape the tent. She'll understand why we're here once she sees her egg. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already.
Revelio.
I'm ready when you are. There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
She doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way.
Descender! Confringo! Bombarda!
I wonder how many they thought to capture.
Revelio!
At least 10 usually.
How charming. They keep in touch with each other. There she is again. She's from a distance.
फेल दूंगा ड्रैगन का ज़्यादा बदमाशी करेगा तो.
Reparo.
Fantastic.
Revelio. I beg your pardon?
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like she did.
Wow.
Oh, lucky for us. Watch your step.
She must have been starved to pick off a grappling.
Or just raring for a fight. Revelio.
ये ला ड्रैगन ही गया आ गया. वो हर्ट कर सकता है, मैं नहीं कर सकता. तो मत सिखा भाई, बहुत तेज हूँ मैं.
Revelio.
Watch out! It's her domain. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm, if you ask me. I don't suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but I'm not past that. If we can get her, we can get to the nest. She's leaving! Quickly!
Brilliant. Revelio.
There's the nest. We're almost there. Why is every bridge here broken?
Reparo.
Now, if we just return her egg, we can make it out without too much fuss.
ये ले अपना अंडा. भी गई थी पॉपी 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 पॉप होने वाली थी अभी.
That was brilliant! And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
That's rather generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Only until she saw her egg, at which point I thought she rather warmed to us. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
True. True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
किसको भेजना है इसका owl? अचानक से क्या हुआ?
How could I have been so blind?
ऐसा क्यों हुआ अभी? तो टास्क से निकल जाया था क्या? वाह, इसलिए नहीं हुआ था वो।
Oh, how fun aside! You must try it. Slow cone!
Revelio. Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Revelio. I know a Merlin trial when I see one.
करना क्या लेकिन Merlin trial में?
Revelio.
इसको पहुंचाना नहीं ठीक है.
Wingardium Leviosa.
These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Oh, here's a pleasant surprise. Revelio. Confringo. That's that. Settled.
रेक्टेबल्स में खुले होंगे कुछ
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metalworker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return.
मेरे कद्दू का मैं तो पेल दूंगा.
I shall see you soon.
चलो अमित दाई कहेंगे मेरे को सिर्फ इसने यहाँ पे इसके लिए बुलाया था.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality.
Revelio.
A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Clever.
Revelio.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Revelio.
Confringo.
Revelio.
I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
How nice of you.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
Parasite till Ranrock sets things right. Oh, little Melissa. I won't rest until...
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through this safely, Amit. You have my word.
अमित भाई डरे मत आप.
Accio. Revelio. We're being watched. By a door. Accio. Levioso. Won't get through as long as we can be seen. Reparo.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Revelio.
Confringo.
Revelio.
क्या रहा है?
Bombarda. Revelio.
Yes.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
बिल्कुल अमित भाई.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
अमित नहीं कहते, अमित कहते हैं, अमित।
Bound to be plans around here somewhere.
वहाँ पे तो रखा ही है प्लान।
Revelio.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been down here.
पर बंदे क्यों हैं?
Revelio.
तो सिक्के नहीं उठा यार मैं। अमित ये कर लो दरवाजे से।
That's the last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here.
Revelio.
What could they be building?
तो पूछ रहे हैं मैं बना रहा हूँ। अंदर तो और बंदे।
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
पर यहाँ तो बस अड़े इनकी।
If only I could get my hands on this. Hello?
Show yourself. If you're there.
What? Aha! There you are.
No! I will make you pay. I will. You will be.
Confringo.
See anything like that before?
Accio. Confringo.
This healing is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
Revelio.
This place is more complex than I had expected.
अमित दया बस देखो आप क्या क्या है।
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
Confringo. Revelio. Bombarda.
I wonder if the boiler powers the lever. I suspect it must.
पैचर मिस नहीं होना चाहिए बस।
Revelio. Confringo. Bombarda.
दरवाजे पे उड़ जाने चाहिए यार इसको। दरवाजे नहीं उड़ रहे।
The boiler activated that handle. See it?
Accio. Revelio.
अबे लेकिन दरवाजा कौन सा खुल रहा है उससे?
Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now.
अबे चल के आ गया उसमें से।
Revelio.
चल के आ गया।
Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
ऐसा है अब इधर ही साइड हो जाओ
Totalis. I deserve better than patrol duty.
What was that? Up for a bit of dying, are we?
Descendo! Wait till I'm on solid ground!
I shall have...
Bombarder!
Descendo! Bombarder! Confringo! How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them, Amit. Revelio. Accio. Revelio.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see.
Confringo. Revelio.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills. Bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. Accio. Revelio.
यहाँ पे कहीं पे ट्रेजर है यार ये
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
यार है ही नहीं 2 लेवल का मेरा
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed.
चलो अंदर माइन के ऊपर जाना है तो नीचे क्यों आया है
Can we please talk about what...
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned.
डिटेलिंग तो अच्छी है, उसके सर पे बर्फ आ रही है हमारे कैरेक्टर के.
More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she had been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
हेलो गाइस, आज के लिए इतने रखते हैं. कल कंटिन्यू करते हैं आगे. बाय बाय गाइस, गुड नाइट, थैंक यू.